Hey gang, we're going to talk about foam rolling. We always see people doing it at the gym. We're going to go through just a basic foam rolling routine. By no means is this a comprehensive guide to everywhere you can foam roll, but certainly a place to jump off. If you've got somewhere that's tight and you feel like might need some attention, that would be something you talk to your coach about and probably hit those specific areas, but I'm going to give you sort of an overall. There are typically two different sizes you can pick up. This being my preferred if you can find these, because there's just more things you can do with it. It's a little bit bigger implement to work with, and you'll see I'm going to do a couple things for shoulder and upper back postural help right out of the gate with the big one, and you just can't do with the small one. So where I would jump off would be to lay long ways down one of these long ones. Spine should be on there. And so you want your head on there too so we don't crank the neck. First thing is just allowing gravity to open up that chest cavity. We all sit too much, drive too much, or in a posture that has got us leaned over, which is not good for the shoulders, not good for the posture. So just allowing gravity to passively move through and open up that chest cavity is incredibly beneficial for your posture and upper back. Then another movement for the shoulders, if this is prep for workout, is let those arms kind of hang there, slide up as far as you can, and back. Again, it's a very low level stretch, but also great to get some blood moving in those shoulders before you stress them. From here, we're going to move to a seated position, roll the glute muscles. So I would cross over. You're going to lean over on that glute that's crossed over and just roll back from really the crest of the pelvis where that bone is real high to the bottom of the glute and back and forth. If you find a tight spot, get in there and roll on it, lean on it. Should be, a 7 or an 8 on a pain scale. You probably don't want to be a 9 or a 10. From there, I typically have people work their way down into the hamstring, and you want to get both sides. There are several muscles that make up that hamstring group, but roll down the side, hit the middle, and get to the inside. From there, intuitively, it would make sense that we drop down into the lower leg. There's a couple things here. You can go here. Again, we want to move, and we can point that toe, flex that foot, move to the medial side, hit the middle, and then out to the outside. Again, as we find those spots, letting the ankle kind of pin and stretch that lower leg. I come back up that side with probably the most tender area you're going to find, and that would be that IT band. Also a common place where we end up having people having trouble with pain and just coming up and down that. Now, I'm using my arm to mitigate how much pressure I put on there. You can use your hand too, and you're just rolling back and forth, back up into that glute hip area, and then all the way down by the knee as well, which tends to be the tender spots. From there, obviously we would hit the other leg, and then finish off our foam rolling with the low back. So you can lean over on one side of this big set of muscles that run up and down the spine, and you can really take a hug and get all the way up into the thoracic spine, and then roll over and get the other side. I didn't spend a lot of time on any one area. That is, you find areas that are tighter, more tender, giving you trouble. Those would be the areas, again, to find that 5, 6, 7 pain range and work through. You can obviously hit the lats, you can hit the triceps. A lot of people will come around the front and hit the quadriceps this way, looks kind of funny, as well as the hip flexor. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like I said, this isn't meant to be a comprehensive guide, but give you some guidelines, give you a basic routine you can begin to work through. Foam rolling is going to basically bring more blood flow to the areas rolled. Also going to help work out any knots, again, which that's going to bring more blood flow as well. So there's your foam rolling guide. Good way to get started in the gym every time you walk in the door.